It's F1 Manager, we're back. We've got the Azerbaijan Grand Prix with car parts getting fucked in here. And hopefully we can get the new rear wing on it. Look, things are looking good. The rear wing is improved here. And we're in Baku. Monaco is a disaster. 3rd and 8th. We've lost the championship lead to Verstappen. We still lead the constructors, but at the end of the day, you want to win the drivers. And you know what? Considering there's been, 7 races and we've won 5 out of 7 and Verstappen leads, just ain't good in our half. It really ain't. We need to get back to 1-2s, and that's pretty much the bottom line here as we head into Baku. So it looks like it's going to be a dry weekend. We're going to go ahead and dive into practice 1, see where we are after this. I mean, I'm kind of glad it's a dry weekend. I feel like we just need a simple enough weekend, and hopefully, I mean, don't know about you guys, but have Red Bull brought a serious upgrade package, or are we just lacking? Could be lacking. In the practice too, again, Red Bull just seemed to have a fan. I mean, Perez, yeah, behind, but well, Sainz got a really good setup confidence. Leclerc, not so much. So we're gonna have to try and adjust that for Charles here going into Saturday, and I feel like, I mean, we're in the 8th race, and I don't want to say championship slipped my way, like, but I mean, it's not looking fucking great at this point. And to the final practice session, hopefully Leclerc can pull it back. I mean, Sainz has done a pretty good job, to be honest. As you see, we're just fucking Sainz, for a guy that's supposedly, I mean, we've got his confidence. He's not doing too good, are we? So we'll dive into qualifying here. Hopefully it's much better than Monaco. Monaco, what, 4th and 5th? I think it will. I mean, I think it should be guaranteed 3rd and 4th here, if we're being perfectly honest. But Baku, I mean, it's known for its accidents, probably a bit more than Monaco. I think Monaco, you can just take it a bit easier in the race and shit, even though there was quite a few crashes, to be fair, as we send the Ferrari boys out, get the tyre blankets off, let's get out, let's see where we are here in Q1. Hopefully we can just do 1 lap and that's us. But we're looking good on the straights, so that does pretty well around here. Russell must be on a flying lap there, yep. And is that the best of laps for Russell? As Leclerc goes across the line, very close to Verstappen, that's good. That is very good. But Sainz, anywhere near what he needs to be, and it's probably quick enough, to be honest, there for Carlos Sainz to make it through. Just don't really want to send him out again, so it'll be a risk, like, but I think it's a risk worth taking, because I cannot be arsed sending him back out. I mean, he's 1.2 clear, so you'd like to think that's going to be enough. As Alonso will be the first driver across the line, doesn't improve. Carlo, I'll tell you what, like, who's beat me that I'm concerned about? Fuck, I mean, I think I'm through. Doubt the Aston Martins are going to do much, but Fernando, Alonso, pretty lucky to be. I mean, looks like upgrades definitely must have been brought, because the order is beginning to change quite a lot, as Verstappen improved a bit, but nothing major. Sainz does a good lap. I mean, you can tell at a longer track how much further the other cars are up. But Leclerc, he's going to have to go out again. Verstappen as well. Fucking hell. And Perez as well. Fucking hell. And Hamilton. What's going on? And Russell. Did the track all of a sudden just get shite, or is it just me? We're going to have to. I mean, Sainz is safe. I mean, no one's going to beat fucking Sainz, but I mean, we'll just send it Leclerc on a scrub setter. I doubt he won't be able to get the job done. Right, so we'll leave it there about Leclerc exiting the pit lane. Now this could be interesting. I mean, Sainz is through, so I mean, completely changes it. As you can see, Leclerc on his flying lap. Perez going through the... I mean, he's safe. I want to go to Verstappen. 1.4, definitely not safe. And is he in traffic? Nah, he should be able to do it. to be honest. I mean, the bottom three there, that's the end of the session. Perez goes across the line. K-Mag fucking sticks at P3. Perez does improve, but I tell you what, man, there's fucking mistakes in here. Verstappen goes quickest by a mile. Leclerc, 2 attempts off, kind of sorts itself out. So it's Ocon, Zhou, Ricardo, Vettel, and Alonso. Alpine look like they've went backwards in this fucking career mode, but looks like McLaren have definitely got some sort of improvement, and Gasly's been performing well as well. But as we dive into Q3, what's the final order going to be? So the Ferraris here on their first Q3 laps. Sainz getting the toe. I mean, I don't really think it's going to do an awful lot, but we're looking for a 42. 42 something if we're realistically going to challenge Max Verstappen for pole position. So what's it going to be? It's a 43-2 and it's a 43-3 there for Sainz. It's just not ideal. And Verstappen looks like he'll be doing pretty good, heading towards the line. Max Verstappen opens the DRS to go on provisional pole, I'm going to assume. He does, man. He's just too fucking good at the minute, man. So Verstappen has a McLaren in front of him. I wouldn't say it's fucking completely holding him up, but both Ferraris going last. Perez has got an AlphaTauri in front of him, which is not going to help him. So yeah, I mean, this is what the pole shoot is looking like here. Is both Ferraris, Sainz and Leclerc. It wouldn't be the worst grid positions ever, but it's like Verstappen's caught Norris, and to be honest, it actually helped him. That kind of just sums up our fucking luck at the minute, as Bottas gets in between both Mercedes, Gasly and Magnussen. Leclerc across the line, can't improve. Carlos Sainz does improve, but doesn't beat Leclerc, and a big bit off Verstappen. And that early season dominance by Ferrari looks like it's at fucking rock bottom right now. Fucking what we did in Monaco, and we did 2 different strategies, which was a disaster. We're going to go for A with Leclerc and then B with Sainz. So hopefully that gives us something as we start the Grand Prix here, because both starting on the hards in Monaco. I mean, without crashes and collisions, like it could have worked out, but it's going to be interesting to see how this race is going to go. As here we are at the start of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Can we get into Max Verstappen's championship lead? That is the question on everyone's minds. We're going to put them in to deploy. As Verstappen trying to defend here for both Ferraris with fucking 3 abreast going into the next corner. Come on. Come on, Leclerc. Hold it on that bastard. Yes, Charles. That's what I'm on about. But now we've actually got a decent gap to the rest of the field. Alonso's slipping down. And there we go, man. The lead is ours. Carlos Sainz, though. What, oh, fuck. Could Sainz be thinking about it? Nah. But Sainz now up into the position that matters. Now we're going to go down to aggressive. There we go. Decent start to the Grand Prix here. But for start, I think as soon as the DRS opens, man, it's just going to get fucking dragged. Going to hit deploy so we get to that DRS. And then Verstappen's overtook us. How's that happened? Fucking deploy away from him. That's this guy on track. Sainz overtook by Max Verstappen. Not good. See, at this point, we're struggling to over. But now. No, don't fight, teammate. Yeah. That's what they do. But now Verstappen's past fucking Leclerc. And fucking hell, it's close. Man, we're just switching positions here. Fucking hell, how's this happened? Verstappen's overtook Sainz, and at this point, man, we're just fucking... just not that good. Sainz back in front of Verstappen, but it just seems to be a fucking yo-yo effect. It really does. And with no ERS, I mean, you just can't defend in this back straight. We don't quite have a gap to go into. So that is what it is, but I mean, these three just pulling away for Sergio Perez. It looks like it's going to be a freeway championship fight, and if it is, that probably means we should seal the constructors, but that is what it is the Ferraris here trying their fucking damnedest to get clear Carlos Sainz, but I mean, it looks like Verstappen's just going to overtake him, and it's not good, is it, at this point? Sainz, fuck it, man, because we're just getting caught up here. Both Ferraris going to the lead. Sainz will hopefully give Leclerc the DRS, and he does. Sainz comes out there in P4, exactly what we like to see. We're fucking just battling here, and it's costing us time. So we're holding up Verstappen, which is exactly what we like to see. Just hold the bastard up, man. Let Sainz get that advantage. But then, look, they're just switching fucking places. Battling constantly. Perez 10 seconds behind. Verstappen overtakes Leclerc now on lap 19. And Sainz is 16 seconds behind this battle. We've got a gap to Verstappen. We're going to pit. We're going to pit for the hard tyre at the end of this lap, and hopefully, with two Ferraris in front of Verstappen, we should just see this race out to a degree. Sainz 92%. You'd like to think that he's got the job done, wouldn't you? You would. We managed to beat Verstappen out, so where is Carlos Sainz? Beating both of them out. Come on, beat. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Lewis Hamilton beating Verstappen out, and hopefully that will hold him up. Perez pits, so it's a Ferrari 1-2 for starting, 2.2 behind, 1 point. What? Why is Verstappen suddenly like pumping in these lap times we're just fucking nowhere near competing with? Now, Verstappen just blasts past Leclerc, moves up into P2. I just don't really understand at this point of the race why he's so much quicker. Leclerc and Verstappen just constantly switching. Well, Leclerc's actually dropped a second behind, but I mean, a pit stops is about 18. So 27 laps in, 28, 23 to go. Leclerc overtaking, but they're just dragging each other forward, the Sainz. It's the only thing. But now Sainz is beginning to up the ante, so to speak. Leclerc does the fastest lap. We got 16 laps to go. And I don't know what to do. I mean, we're in the sort of window where we can just pit Leclerc for the softs and hope something happens ahead for his sake. But Verstappen, 4.5 is what it is. 13 laps to go. We're just going to risk Leclerc because he's not going to catch them. I doubt he'll catch them on the fucking softs anyway. Like, but I mean, it's just worth. He's not. I mean, you're guaranteeing yourself fastest lap doing it this way. So it is what it is. As Leclerc pits and beats out Sergio Perez. As we've got 10 laps to go. Verstappen is closing in on Carlos Sainz. I don't like this. I mean, Perez overtaking fucking Sainz. I mean, Leclerc. I mean, come on. And now, just turning back up the aggressive. That's getting worrying with not many laps to go. Leclerc back in front of Perez, but they're just switching. It's 1.4 as we're catching back markers. Sainz has managed to clear most of the traffic here, so we're going to have to put it down to neutral. 1.7 to Verstappen. Next up is, I believe that is what, Daniel Ricciardo. 4 laps to go now. Fucking hell, not good. Leclerc overtakes Sergio Perez, gets back up into the podium positions down the pit straight, so that's good for him. But Verstappen going on to the last lap, not in DRS range, which is crucial. But going on that last, I mean, you're powerless to defend. This is a fucking drag race to the line. That's the only thing. Oh no. He's fucking overtook us in the last lap. I don't fucking believe it. Deploy, we need to get into that fucking... I don't believe this. How have we blown it in the last lap? I'm on the fuck Ferrari, man. Now we've got to go to our fucking other driver. Don't believe it. Is what it is. Leclerc. Pushing to the line. 3 tenths. I mean, we're going to get beat here. Is what it is. 2 tenths. Block the bastard into the wall. Disaster of a race, man. That is That's no good from Ferrari. Throwing away a win. That one for Sainz, Leclerc, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Bottas, Magnussen, Gasly, Ocon, Guan Yu Zhou, Norris, Vettel, Alonso, Ricardo, Schumacher, Tsunoda, Stroll, Latifi, Albon. Drivers, 14 points now separates the top three. There's a few drivers move up and a few drivers move down, but it is what it is. Constructors wise, we have a 20-point gap. Haas jump above McLaren, but guys, I don't know, I'm just feeling like Red Bull have upped it, especially Max, and I don't know what the fuck we're going to do about it. But anyway, that'll do it for this part of Manager, F1 Manager, man. So it is what it is. Till next fucking time.